Hi, everybody. Today I want to talk about digestive enzymes. Well, let's first talk. Well, first I want to say in the 90s, my dear sweet friend Isabel introduced me to digestive enzymes. I had never really heard of that. So that's kind of when I started my journey with enzymes. But then, I don't know, during the unhealthy years, I guess I wasn't really taking good enzymes. So let's start with a little bit about digestion. I listened to an awesome podcast. It was Wade Lightheart is his name, and he has like a whole big website and all kinds of information if you want more information about digestion. But let's talk a little bit about digestion. So digestion starts when you are preparing your food or thinking about your food. So your mind starts, you see it, you smell it, you think, oh, I'm going to have this for dinner. And then you kind of start salivating. So it starts with, salivating in your mouth like a dog, Pavlov's dogs. We all know, we learned that in elementary school or junior high biology or whatever. Anyway, and then as you chew your food, it starts breaking down the food, of course, so you can swallow it. And if you don't chew very well, that's one thing. You got to chew your food really well. I'm bad about that. And you can only taste your food when it's actually in your mouth. So once it goes down your throat, you don't taste it. I got to remember that with chocolate because I like to savor the taste. Anyway, okay. So it goes down your throat into your esophagus and your stomach starts releasing hydrochloric acid. And as we get older, our stomach tends to have less hydrochloric acid. They say we have 60 to 70% less than we did in our 20s. So as we age, anyway, and hydrochloric acid is important to dissolve our food and to fight off any parasites, viruses, food poisoning, anything like that. So if you're low on hydrochloric acid, you might tend to get acid reflux. I know that sounds like the opposite of what it should be, but that is the case. So anyway, okay, so after that it goes, the enzymes is where, in your stomach is where digestive enzymes work. So they go in and they start mulching up your food so it can be moved into your small intestines to start being absorbed. So enzymes, it's like cutting the grass. So it just takes everything and snips it into smaller digestible portions. There are three major digestive enzymes, but there's really hundreds of them, but they kind of fall in these three groups. So protease is what helps digest protein, amylase helps digest carbohydrates, and lipase helps digest fat. And then there's other, variations of that. The one that I take has 11 different types of enzymes, and it has one that helps with blocking gluten. So I really like that. There's two brands that I recommend. Both of them are from, you have to get through either doTERRA. doTERRA is the one I'm taking right now, which is called Terrazyme. It has 11 different types of digestive enzymes, and I take two before a meal, or if I'm having anything that I know has gluten, like when I do splurge and have pizza, I take 3. And then I've learned, this is cool, I've learned that if you take them on an empty stomach while you're fasting, it actually helps break down the dead cells and it helps with autophagy, so getting it out of your system. So I'm so excited about that. I'm going to start doing that on my fasting days, my long fasting days. And I know it's been known to remove skin tags, and I guess once it stops eating up, what's in your stomach, it'll move on to things that shouldn't be in your body, which is so cool. Anyway, and then the other brand that I love is the Melaleuca brand. It's It's called Goodzyme, and it has 18 different types. And I just was reading, it also has the gluten blocker as well, so that's really cool. I'm going to stop at that part of digestion, and then I'm going to do a separate one for probiotics. But anyway, if you're interested in ordering from Melaleuca or doTERRA, I would highly recommend setting up an account. It's just like having a Sam's Club membership. So, there's a fee to join, and then there's an annual renewal fee, but you get to buy everything at wholesale. So that, and then it ships directly to you, because I don't mind ordering things for you to try, but I don't want to, I used to say with Melaleuca, I didn't want to have to be the one to deliver someone's laundry soap because I'm busy and delivering stuff is a pain, or having to ship it to me and ship it again. So, I wouldn't mind if you want to give something a try, I would be happy to order them for you. But if you're interested in using them long term, I would appreciate you just setting up an account, and I can help you with either of those. I'm going to set up a Word or a file in our directory that lists out all of my vetted sources for different supplements. So I vet them. Obviously I like the direct sales ones because of the quality control, and I can see they have really high good quality products that are triple, tested multiple times for purity and manufactured here in the US. Then I have some other websites, because not like I get my magnesium from a pharmacist that formulated it, but it's also made in the US. And then I get some other supplements that we haven't even really talked about, glutathione and some other ones that I take, and I get those from someone up north in the United States, but also manufactured in the US. So I've kind of vetted them. Instead of like, I used to do this, I used to like look up, say, oh, I want to try that supplement, and then I just go on Amazon and order it. And the quality control there is very limited. I mean, there are some good companies that you can get there, and as long as they're vetted, but I really wouldn't recommend that. At least I would say go to a health food store like Simply Nutrition, and at least that the owner knows like all the manufacturers and where they're made, and she knows the good quality, and she has kind of a history with them. So at least if you don't want to buy from me, at least get from a good source. And like I said, I'll list my vetted sites, and I'll kind of put notes underneath them what I get from them, so you can get an idea. So anyway, hopefully this is interesting to you. I'm just so excited to really start using my digestive enzymes when I'm fasting, to see if that helps with my flabby skin situation. I'm really working on that, and I'm sorry this video is not under 5 minutes, but I know hopefully it's interesting information. And if anybody has an experience or has a good brand that they use, digestive enzymes made in the US, you can list that under this as well. Hope everybody has an amazing day. Stay tuned for probiotics.